See, now, here we are.
Here we are, yeah.
Here we are. Yesterday you were bogged down by rain, so today the weather was clear.
Today the weather was okay. We carry on the development work we are doing in this period. We are, as you know, we anticipated the start of our activity by 1 year. We originally planned to come in 2016, and 2015 had to be a year development here. But now we have changed our strategy, so we believe that being here together with all the others and checking day by day which is our level, which are our troubles, is the best way to get the competitiveness in quickly. So we are here. Sometimes we struggle, sometimes we get good results, but that's the philosophy.
Okay, maybe you can share with us your thoughts how today went for you, for the team.
How to be, sorry?
How today's progress was for you. Positive? Are you happy with it? Not really?
We are, I would say, on schedule.
On schedule?
Starting rain?
No.
No, don't worry.
On schedule, so we believe now our potential is about midfield, and it's like that with Alvaro. Normally, it's okay. We are every aspect of our motorcycle can be improved, for sure, because it's totally new. We have no experience in MotoGP, so we know we can improve engine, transmission. Chassis is always in development, electronics as well, but we are identifying many areas for development, so it looks good to us.
The idea actually bring Marco back to MotoGP. He's doing very well in his PK.
We are bringing Marco to MotoGP because we trust him. We believe he's a fantastic rider and he's a well-experienced rider. He can help us in developing the bike. That's the idea.
So which one do you think better, being in MotoGP or WSBK?
Because you control
For
both.
Aprilia, which one is better?
Well, our choice has been to bring him to MotoGP. Honestly, he's having some difficulties, more than what we expected, so we are working with him in order to fix the problems.
So what's going to happen to your WSBK team?
Well, WSBK started very well. You have seen in Phillip Island.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Any connection?
We have new riders, new team, but we still are in the front. We have one experienced rider, Leon Aslam, who did very well in Phillip Island, and a young rider from Spain, which is a surprise, Jordi Torres, yeah. He's very fast, so I'm very anxious to see what's going on in this season.
Okay, so at this point, we know Aprilia and SPK is pretty alright, yeah?
Yeah, SPK has changed its rules this year. The makers are very close, the performance of the makers are very close, and so it's going to be a very tough championship, but we know we are there.
Okay, now let's come back to MotoGP. What are your expectations and your targets come Qatar?
Oh, for Qatar, it's difficult. Very difficult. My target is to develop day by day, to improve the bike every time, to understand, get more knowledge, and a reasonable target would be to be able to fight for the position around the 10th position from mid-season onward.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
Okay. Let's come back closer. What about tomorrow? What will be the area of focus for the team? What will you be developing? Because I know today you did.
Tomorrow we will, with Alvaro, we'll come back to the best configuration we tested in these days. Tomorrow morning we will try to make some good lap times.
Okay.
And then in the afternoon we would like to make a long run, which is a race simulation, which will be the first time we did it. We'll do it, and that's it. generally. With Marco, we are still trying to understand what some changes in the chassis in order to make him more comfortable on the bike.
See, to my understanding, you guys have brought a bike that has a setup close to the WSBK bike for him to be more comfortable with.
Yeah, we brought here a bike which is more or less a super bike. In order to understand, to help him to restart from something that he didn't know very well. Okay, this helped us today in order to help him to understand something about the new bike. But then finally it came back to the MotoGP, and tomorrow we will work on the MotoGP.
Okay. Between Alvaro and Marco, which one of the two riders have performed their best during the test so far in your eyes?
Well, for sure, Alvaro performed well according to our expectation. Marco is doing his best, for sure. Still is not comfortable on the bike, so he's still not having perfect performance, but we'll work with him in order to help him.
Sorry, Mr. Romano, what is it for Aprilia to have one guy to handle the MotoGP and SBK?
So, sorry, I don't understand the question.
One guy handle MotoGP and SBK team, Mr. Romano.
Myself, you
Yep.
mean? Oh.
What is it for Aprilia?
No, we have a project leader for MotoGP and we have a project leader for Superbike.
Are you sharing the technology with SBK? And
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
The design office for the two categories is the same, so the knowledge behind is the same. Then the management on the racetracks is different with two different project leaders.
And you're two separate teams, yeah? One for SBK, one for...
Yeah, sure. Two different teams.
So during the first test, you mentioned that your Aprilia to back to MotoGP, basically for this year, was to actually to gather data.
Sorry?
To gather
Datas,
a lot
yeah.
of data.
Yeah.
So are you achieving that already, or is it?
Oh yeah, we are learning every day a lot of things.
So are you at your specific target that you have put in for the test? Are you achieving what you needed?
Yes. For example, last time we came here, we had some troubles with some engines. Now we came back home, we fixed it, and now it's much better. So it's very difficult for us to be here because our competitors are so strong and they have so much experience. But doing this, we every day check our level, we understand our faults, we understand where the weak point of us, so we can improve quickly.
second test, any new gearbox test?
We are testing a seamless gearbox. We are testing in Europe so far with some testers. It's promising. It works quite well. Almost ready, but almost is not ready.
You actually plan out to go for both this year, WSBK and MotoGP. Was that actually a plan for you to actually develop riders from WSBK, or maybe you want to put into MotoGP?
Yeah, there is. We will compete in European Superstock as well this year. So our idea is to create a path for young riders, to get young riders from Superstock, move them to Superbike, and eventually to MotoGP if they are very successful. This is an idea we have, so it will help us to manage the riders in a maybe new way, but it's very interesting because our motorcycle, the Superstock motorcycle is the RSV4, which is a very special motorcycle. It's very close to what we are racing here, so it's a fantastic school for young riders, starting from Superstock to Superbike with our bike. So it's something that we like very much. We are trying to build this filiera in Italian. School.
I think I can agree to that. Last time, riders are actually targeting from Moto3, Moto2 to MotoGP. But the way that I look at this point, and what you're saying that super stock, super bike, and MotoGP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Today the mainstream is Moto3, Moto2, and that. But the Moto2 is a very poor bike. No electronics, nothing. A super bike and even a super stock as an electronics, for example, very similar to this one, almost the same. So a young rider can learn so much in this way, much more than in this other.
One question, please. World Superbike will be heading to Thailand for the first time. Any comments about that one? Any experience? How you going?
Well, the comment is that we don't know the racetrack. We watched him on YouTube. It looks like a very nice racetrack, very big plant, and so we for sure for Aprilia it's very important to race in the Asian countries to make people know our brand. So we are very happy to race in Thailand for sure. We hope to do well.
What is it with Marco? Marco, if we look at his lap times, he's not doing very well. Marco's very familiar with this track before.
Yeah, it is.
Any problem with Marco?
As I said before, his feeling with the bike is not good. It's not. He can't feel some by turning in the proper way. So we are trying to help him fix these feelings.
Feelings, okay, feelings.
Is Marco going to test again the hybrid bike, the RSV4, the superbike bike?
I don't
tomorrow?
think tomorrow we will test it anymore. No, it's not planned.
I see. Okay. So tomorrow we'll be testing the
MotoGP. Yeah.
It's not give you any positive info, right? The taste.
Not really.
Okay. So the past 2 days we've been riding the RSV4. So do you think there will be more improvement on the MotoGP bike from Marco?
Sorry.
The past 2 days he's been testing on the
Superbike.
Superbike. Okay, that tomorrow do you have more positive feeling that he will improve on his timing for tomorrow and
I
Thursday?
really hope so. Yeah. I believe he must get used to the tires, to the new engine, to many things.